What's up and welcome back, Wargamers. Battleshock Wargaming Studio. We're getting ready to play another exciting game of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I'm Michael, this is Andrew. Andrew, what is the matchup today?
Cities versus Stormcast. Regular folks against demigods of the God of Order.
Yeah, God of Civilization, actually.
Civilization, correct. Yeah, not all of order, just a particular kind of order that comes with a lot of taxes.
Building, infrastructures, things like that. We're doing a super heavy prosecutor lists. We're just trying to lean into the alpha strike pin style that's kind of prevalent, and I've wanted to play a heavy prosecutor list for a while, and I just got some of them finished painting up, so we can finally run it. And your cities is kind of what's existing in the meta for cities right now?
Yeah, I've seen this list kind of coming around. People leaning hard into the cavalry and the Pontifex. Pontifex can suck people to her, so as having cav you can send out and then pull back, and then the shooting you can bring up with her. And then the command corps, you could literally run 10 command corps and have a great cities list. So they're good to have in there too.
Perfect. Well, if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And big shout out to all of our channel members. They go above and beyond to help support the channel, and we appreciate each and every one of you so much.
We also have our champion program. For Lords and Commanders, you guys can pick one champion, one hero to represent you on the tabletop to fight for your glory. Today we have Yndrasta, who's fighting for Chad Knapp, and hopefully going to perform well today and bring him glory and honor and praise.
Wonderful. So with all that being said, let's take a look at the lists we're playing today. The Stormcast have arrived today upon Wings of Fury, and they are taking the battle formation Sentinels of the Bleak Citadels, which is giving our Ruination Chamber units a 5-up ward. We have 2 drops today, and our battle tactics are Master of the Paths and Intercept and Recover. Leading our General's Regiment, we have Yndrasta, the Celestial Spear. She is the Prime Huntress, so she's going to be getting double damage when she's targeting monsters, and then she has a 3d6 charge. In her regiment, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 reinforced units of Prosecutors. These guys are very fast, they have a 3d6 charge, and they get +1 damage on the charge. Leading our second regiment, we have the Scourge of Ghyran, Iridan the Witness. Big glow up on this war scroll, hits like an absolute truck now, has a very good prayer that gives +1 rend to melee weapons for an eligible unit, and then has a rampage that allows them to do like a little kickflip and kind of teleport around the table. Then we're going to be taking a Lord Terminus for a sub-commander. Going to be taking the relic Quicksilver Draft for fight first, and then it can pull some Reclusians into fight first as well. And then finally, rounding out the list, we have a reinforced unit of Reclusians. These guys hit like an absolute truck. Obviously slower than everything else on the table, but that with the amount of teleportation we have, that should not be a problem. That's it for the list. Let's see what Andrew brought.
Defending against heavy prosecution today are the Cities of Sigmar. I'll be taking the Fearless Exemplars subfaction, and my battle tactics will be Wrathful Cycles and Attuned to Ghyran, and my manifestation lore is Primal Energy. Leading my army is the Scourge of Ghyran, Pontifex Zenestra. She has her crazy teleport ability where she can teleport 3 units to herself and can do a bunch of other little bits of utility along the way, and can snipe enemy wizards and priests. Joining her today are 2 units of Command Corps. Count them, 2. They're really cheap for what they do. Heavy wound density, good damage output, just solid all-around infantry unit. Along with them is a bit of shooting with a unit of Free Guild Fusiliers. Coming up next is a Steam Tank Commander. He's a tanky tank and can shoot and do all sorts of nifty little things along the way. He'll get +1 rend to all his shooting because of the subfaction ability. I have a Free Guild Cavalier Marshal. He has the heroic trait that gives out an extra +1 attack on the charge, so he can give out +2 attacks on the charge with that in the order. He is joined with an Ironweld Great Cannon. That's another little weapon war machine to do a little extra damage. And 2 units of 10 Free Guild Cavaliers, Scourge of Gairan. These guys count as having charged if they are in combat on a 4-up. And that also pairs with the fights first from the Marshal. So if you charge into them, you can get got. Finally, I've got my Alchemite Warforger. He has the Brazier of Holy Flame to bring back some of those command core as they die. And he'll be doing some spell support and buffing the armor of my Cavaliers. That's it for Cities of Sigmar today. Let's see what map we're playing on.
Our battle plan today is going to be Beautiful Equinox. This is a 5-objective mission with 2 paired objectives. Players are going to score victory points at the end of their turns as follows. 5 victory points if you control at least 1 objective, 3 victory points if you control 2 or more, and then 2 victory points if you control at least 1 Oakenbrow, 1 Gnarled Root, and 1 Heartwood objective, which basically means control a triangle of objectives. If you are the underdog, you get to use the Rejuvenating Bloom ability, which is once per battle. At the start of the battle round, you get to pick an objective, and then you're going to heal flat 3 to each unit, friendly and enemy, contesting the targeted objective. That's it for the battle plan. Let's see who has initiative. Battle round 1 is upon us. You've seen the mission, you've seen the armies. Remember to comment down below, who are you rooting for? I was 2 drops to your 3.
3.
Most of my army is in reserve, and it's going to come out right away. We only have one thing to do, and that is, or I lied, we have 2 things to do.
2 things.
And we are going to do Finest Hour on that unit of prosecutors right there, and then we're going to do Blessed Weapons on them as well. 3, I do not believe goes off, so we just go on bank. My hero phase is done. Do you have any responses?
All right, we're going to pray we're going to do our Sigmar's Will prayer with the Pontifex, and I reroll 1s for this prayer, which is why I'm doing it. So I get 2 prayer points. Handy dandy. Hooray.
You got anything else?
That'll be all.
We're going to move. Movement's complete. Our whole army's on the table.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. We've encircled that entire flank. We're going to throw all of our javelins at it, and then we're going to charge at it. It's one-dimensional, everybody. We're just going to hit it really hard. No responses from you.
Nope.
Cool. So we're going to start with this unit, everything into the Free Guild. Cavaliers. So we have 7 shots with the javelins. 3s and 3s. Rend 1. 4. Rend 1.
4 ups. Take 1.
2 damage.
2 damage.
We're going to repeat that with the next squad in the Cavaliers. 3. Rend 1.
4 ups. Takes 2.
3 damage. And then we're going to repeat that one more time into the
Command Core.
Command Core. 5. Rend 1.
5 ups. Ugh, all those all go through.
2, 4, 6, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
And then finally, we're going to chuck Yndrasta's spear into your Great Cannon. Nothing.
No.
Cavalry fire.
All right, covering fire with the Great Cannon. This is going to be 4s and 3s. And we're going to go into the prosecutors. I think this is the closest one.
Yep.
So here we go. 4s. 3s. That's 1. Rend 1.
Fail.
2 damage.
It's a big chunk of my army.
Yeah.
Let's charge. Same unit of prosecutors going in. Easy.
That's in.
We're going to hang out on your side, too, for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to my side. It feels a lot cooler on this side.
It does.
Mm-hmm. I like on the camera, I'm just over your shoulder.
Just lording it over me. What are you doing? Yndrasta charging in.
Oh, yeah. She's in.
She's in. Next squad going in.
That's
So it's 9. We're good. And then the final squad of prosecutors going in.
Come on in.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so my Cavaliers are going to do the red work.
Uh-huh.
This means that on a 3-up, because they're outnumbered by the amount of birds here, we count as having charged.
Yes.
Then my Marshal also counts as having charged because he's within combat range, and he hands out fights first if he counts as having charged, and this unit counts as having charged, and he hands out +2 attacks because both of those plus attacks are on the charge.
Cool.
So on a 3-up, I can delete a lot of prosecutors.
All right. Go first. See how many you can kill.
All right. All right, so my Cavaliers are splitting their attacks. 4 are going into this squad over here with the 5-up ward.
No, 5 awards right here.
Okay, with the all finest hour.
My bad. This token's in the wrong spot.
Okay.
Now we're good.
Yeah. All right, these guys going in with 3s and 4s.
Okay, I'm all out defensing the other squad.
Other squad. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Do you want to make me pay 2?
Sure. Yeah.
Down to 1 CP.
What does that mean? 3s, 4s. That is 5 at Rind 1.
I passed them all because of all finest hour.
And then 8 horse attacks. 5s. 1. 1. No Rind. Oh,
Fail it.
did damage.
Fail it.
Then these guys into the other unit of prosecutors. 3s and 4s. That is 4, 8. Rind 1.
3s.
2 dead.
2 dead.
And the horses. 5s. 3s. 2. No Rind.
Save those.
Okay.
Whew. That could have been a lot worse, Andrew. Glad we
Yep.
don't have to re-rack. All right, we're going to be splitting attacks, and we're going to be putting 7 attacks into the Great Cannon, and then the rest into the boys.
The boys.
The things.
The command corps.
The Command Corps.
Yeah.
There it is.
And I was all eager McBeaver about the fighting. I forgot to declare these guys are both fights last and 5-up ward.
Okay. So into the Command Corps.
Well,
3 at -1.
5-ups. Take them all.
6 damage.
Okay. 5-up ward. As we kill one, put some damage on the unit. They had damage from before, so you kill 2.
And then everything else at the Great Cannon. 4. We're in 1.
Rind 0 because of fortify position, so 4-ups. Nothing.
8 damage.
Okay. Do you one-shot it? Randomly? Not quite. Has 3 wounds remaining. Pontifex is going to go again. She's going to put everything into those prosecutors. 4s and 4s, no Rind. D3.
Okay.
1, no Rind.
Fail it.
D3 for 2.
4 main prosecutors into the Cavaliers. Nailed it.
Job.
11 and -1.
4-ups. So that is 10 damage. Fusiliers are shooting where they're fighting with their little knives. 4s and 4s, no Rind. Nothing.
Nothing. Next unit of prosecutors going into the Cavaliers. Oh yeah, +1 wound here because of finest hour.
Oh, I'm going to all defense.
9 and 1.
So 3 go through,
2 apiece.
6 damage. So 2 more dead.
Yndrasta is going to put both spear attacks into the cannon, and then her blade attacks all into the Cavaliers.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, into the Cavaliers. 3 at run 2.
3 are in 2, so this is 3s, 4s, 5s. Take 1.
3 damage.
Got 1.
And then this is back into the other dude. 1, we're in 2.
Rend 1, so 5s is okay. Cannon, going into your prosecutors. 2 attacks, 4s and 4s. Nothing. Command Core, you got the Whisper Blade, 2s and 4s, crit mortals. No, hits. Nothing. And the other stuff, 3s and 4s, that hits. 1 at, I believe, 1 rend?
Fail it.
Okay, 1 damage.
That's it for the turn. We score 8 points for holding 1 and holding more, but we don't hold a triangle because we went to the wrong side of the board here. If we needed a triangle, we should have gone that way. But I really wanted to get into the Pontifex and your shooting and try and lock that up as much as possible. And yeah, Cavalier are hard to chew through, but we killed 8 of them, so we did get through a bunch of them. But you got some tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do some tricks.
Yeah. So first trick is the Pontifex. She's going to pray the word of the God King. She rerolls 1s on this prayer, and it goes off on a 4. She has 2 dice, so she gets it. All right, so I rolled a 4 on my prayer plus 2, so I got 6. So I'm going to spend that to teleport 2 units outside of 3 of you, wholly within 12 of her, and that'll be the 2 shooting units that you just pinned in. This might hurt a bit. All right, so that's that. And then her second prayer is going to be Wrath and Ruin. We're going to do some mortal wounds to Yndrasta, see if we can start pinging her down, because we need to do that pretty quick. 1 mortal wound.
Yeah, saved it.
That was okay. Probably should have banked it. All right. Then next up we have our cast. We're going to give a 3d6 charge to our Cavaliers.
Okay.
Goes off on like a 6 or 7. I think that goes off. Nope, does not go off.
Okay, no going off.
And we're also going to give them on a 3-up +1 armor save. No. Okay.
Come on, Warforger, get it together.
Warforger, come on, man. That's that.
That's that.
Any hero phase stuff?
I give a 5-up ward to the Reclusians on the other side for Bleak Citadels. And I only have the 1 Commandular point. I don't think it's worth giving a prayer to anything. So, no, we're going to just hang out.
Okay, cool.
Let's move.
Oh, last thing. Apologies. I'm going to give out +1 rend to an infantry unit and to a war machine. So I'm going to do +1 rend onto this command core unit. Yeah, and then to the steam tank.
Okay, and that's from what?
That is from my sub-faction ability.
Okay. Now we'll move?
Yes, now
All
we'll
right, now we'll move.
Movement phase is complete. We're doing the obvious thing and just clearing around the side here. This reminds me of the time I saw 50 pigeons around a piece of bread and stomped and they all flew away. So I'm hoping to do something like that too now.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Leave my bread alone.
Okay, so we're going on to the shooting. We're going to kick things off with this unit of Fusiliers that I did not give +1 to hit for my prayer and am mildly annoyed about. But we got 40 shots at 4s and 4s. Fusiliers, going into this unit of prosecutors here, 41 shots live from downtown. It's Saturday night. 4s and 4s. And 4s. So a lot of bluster for 7 at Rend 1.
Force.
1
3
damage
good.
piece.
2 go down.
2 down. great cannon shooting at this large unit of prosecutors. We're going to shoot its big gun, so it's going to be 4s and 2s. Nothing. Cool. We'll shoot the Cavalier Marshal into that same unit, 3s and 4s. 2, we're in 1.
Save those.
Save those. Steam Tank Commander is shooting his guns. He's going to shoot a steam gun into these guys. It's +3 because he did his power-up ability because he had taken no wounds, so he just gets +3 on that. 2d6 +3. That's 13 shots. 13 shots, 2s and 4s. We're in 1. Okay, that's 6. We're in 1. 1 damage.
One to go down.
And then his big gun. +1 to hit from himself. 3s and 2s. Hits. 1, rend 3.
Yep.
Send to them. D3 +2 for 5 damage. It's Commander's Rifle coming up next. 2s and 3s. All hit. 3s. 3 at rend 2.
Fail 2.
4 damage. All right, shooting phase is complete.
Uh-huh.
Counter shooting.
Nope.
Okay. Charges.
Yep.
All right. Let's do the Cavalier Marshal. He gets a 4. Don't think he gets in.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. He's going to reroll that, I think, with my last CP, because I don't think I'll be powering through. It's an 8. And the horses are in as well. That's an 8. That's my charges.
Mm-hmm.
No counter charges.
Nope.
We're going to give these guys +2 attacks. We're going to give him +1 attack from the other heroes. And then let's get into combat.
Yep.
All right, and then the final order here, my Warforger is giving these guys a fight slash and a 5-up ward. We're going to kick things off with the big group of Cavaliers.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How are they splitting their attacks?
We're going to go 3 into this dude and everybody else into that other squad.
Okay. The other squad's dead. Do the 3 into that dude.
Okay, 3 into that dude.
I'm just going to lift these from the gazillion attacks that they're about to take.
3s, 4s. That is 5 at rend 1.
Dead.
Dead.
Yndrasta is going to activate, and she's putting everything into Zealous.
Okay.
2, rend 2.
2 at rend 2. I believe that goes through.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
3 damage piece.
3 apiece. Okay.
And then 2 more at rend 2. 3 damage piece. So 12 damage.
All right, Pontifex, 4 up board. 6 out of 9.
And has 1.
And has 1. So she's taken 7. I'll do the Pontifex first. 4s and 4s. 1. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Marshal.
All out defense on Yndrasta against the Cav Marshal.
Okay. 3s and 4s. 1. Rend 1.
Fail it.
2 damage.
Take a damage.
Then hooves, 5s. 1. 1.
Fail it.
1 damage.
Take a damage. Excellent all-out defense, rolling ones.
Yes, very
And then the small unit Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm. Pile onto the objective as well. And we got 5 attacks. 5 attacks, 3s and 4s. 1, rend 1.
Fail it.
1 damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And horses are mad. 2, no rend.
Fail 1. Fail it. So 4 damage suffered on Yndrasta.
All right, that was my turn. I got no CPs, nothing else left, so we are wrapping up and dealing with the rest of the wing stuff and got a little bit left to deal with. If I double, it's overs, so we'll see what happens.
No doubles.
No doubles.
No doubles.
Yeah, because that would be sad. A bad battle report.
Yeah. No doubles. Here we go.
Oh!
Oh.
It's like canonically in there.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back for Stormcast Eternals, and we're just gonna kill everything, win this game. Be right back. Battle round 2 is upon us. Stormcasts are getting ready to go, and we only have a couple things to do. We're doing Bleak Citadels on the Reclusians. We're giving Finest Hour on Iridan, and then actually we're going to Finest Hour Yndrasta. I changed my mind. And then we're going to pray our one prayer, and that prayer is going to be to give a +1 to rend to Ruination Chamber units near Iridan. And we failed it. You losing a ritual point. Hero phase is complete.
All right, Pontifex is going to use her prayer, the Sigmar's Will, on...
In the box, big guy.
It's on a 5. She gets it. She's going to pick 3 units and move them around wholly within 12 of her. All right, the Pontifex has saved this big 10-man unit of Cavaliers by moving them over here with the Marshal, and the small unit is moving up to sacrifice themselves to the rest of your army.
Perfect. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
We're going to move. Movement's complete. All of our hopes and dreams are with Iridan and the Reclusians. We did spend a CP going down to 4 to bring back a half-strength unit, so at least we can max on primary, so that's helpful. Good news. And then we do have a couple shooting attacks, and they're going to be popping off into the cannon right here.
Okay.
1. Rend 1.
All right, -1, so 4 up. Goes through.
3 damage.
Got it.
Removes the cannon.
Okay, I'm just going to covering fire and finish off these prosecutors if I can. 41 shots, 5s and 4s. 4s. That is 2. At rend 1.
That was not great. Took a damage.
Wow.
Wow. Good job, Fusiliers. Charging. Let's charge with this squad of prosecutors. Yes, and they're in. Yndrasta stuck in combat. Let's go with Iridan. 8. We'll just move all the trees on the way.
Caw-caw.
And then Reclusians. A 10. And then finally the Lord Terminos.
5.
Yes. Combat phase abilities.
Combat phase abilities.
I do have one.
Okay.
Iridan is going to do his little stomp and do a kick flip. You get kick flipped.
Killed 1.
No, I just get to do this.
We're going to do the red work on these guys.
Yes?
Yes.
4 up because you're not outnumbered.
Yeah. Okay,
Excellent.
we get it. The Cavaliers are counting as having charged. My Marshal is giving them +2 attacks because they kind of count as having charged.
Okay.
The Pontifex is going to tell the Marshal to fights last and give him a 5-up ward. The Steam Tank is going to give himself a fights last and 5-up ward. The Warforger is going to give the Fusiliers a fights last and a 5-up ward.
Cool. I'm going to do my Quicksilver... Well, these guys aren't fight last?
They are not fight lasted.
Okay. This is both fight first?
No. They're just fight normal.
Fight normal.
Or, this is fight normal, he's fight last.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, I will do my Quicksilver draft and do a fight first right here.
Okay.
Lord Terminos with the Blade of Terminus. 2. Rend 2.
2 rend 2 5s. 6 1 fails 1.
3 damage.
3 damage. You popped the. He's 2 on objectives?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And then He'll pick a unit that's in combat range of him, the other Reclusians, and they'll get fight first and +1 to hits. Reclusians are activating against Steam Commander.
Did you all attack?
No, I add 1 to hits.
Oh, okay.
10 at -1.
10 at -1. And then 2 mortal wounds.
And 2 mortal wounds.
All right, 3 ups. Did it hurt? 5 up ward. 1. All right, so he took 1, 2, 3. He took 9 damage, so he's down to 3.
Iridan's going to go all of the attacks into the big block of Cavaliers.
I'm going to all defense with my last CP.
Axe of the final threshold. None of them hit. 6 attacks with the plunging talons. 3 at Ren 2.
3 and 2, 4 ups. Take 1.
Take 3 damage.
3 damage. There, yep, 1 dead. All right, Cavaliers are activating. I'm going to put 4 of them into Yndrasta, try to lift her, and then the remaining 5 are going to go into Iridan, the Witness. This is into Yndrasta. This is going to be 3s and 4s. 5, range 1.
Fail 2. 4 damage. And she's alive on wounds.
Horses, 3s and 5s. Or 5s and 3s. 4, no rend.
Fail 2. She's going to die. She's dead.
And then this is into Iridan.
Yep.
4s and 4s.
Yep.
4.
4. Fail 2, so 4 damage. 6s. Take 3.
Horses, 6s, nothing. Oh, 1. And 3s, 1, no rend.
Fail it. Fail it. These prosecutors putting everything they got into the Pontifex. We did 2 wounds. And then 1.
2, 6s, nope.
4 damage.
4 damage. Takes 1.
Excellent.
All right, this lone Cavalier is going to try to do some damage to this Lord Terminos. 3s, 4s, 1, and 1.
Save it.
Good. 5s, nothing. Pontifex into the prosecutors. 4s and 4s. 1, nothing. All right, Commander's Sword. Steam Tank going into the guys in front of him. Commander's Sword, 3s and 4s. 1, rend 1.
Fail it.
2 damage.
Okay.
4s and 2s on the Steam Tank wheels. And 2 and 2s, 3, rend 1. 2 more each, so 6 total.
5s.
Okay.
1 guy goes down.
1 guy down. Marshal into Iridan. These are going to be 4s and 4s because he minus 1 to hit. Nothing. And his horse, 6s. Nothing. 20 Fusiliers into your prosecutors. That's going to be 4s and 4s.
Okay.
5, no rent.
One goes down.
Any end of turn abilities?
I'm going to power through on the Cavaliers. Take 3 mortals.
All right, 5 up ward. Takes 1.
Go over here. That's it for my turn. Very, very fast, very, very easy, very, very quick. We did score 10 points, so that's good. I'm just running out of army so fast. And we're getting into your turn.
All right, yeah. So let's rock and roll. Let's start things off with the Pontifex doing her signature prayer.
Yes. The word of Sigmar?
Will of Sigmar.
Yeah.
So on a 4 up, no, but she rerolls 1s.
Nice.
So it goes off on a 4.
Okay.
She's going to pick 3 units. She's going
Yes.
to pick the Fusiliers and
The cannon?
The steam tank? I guess the steam tank.
Mm-hmm.
So steam tank is just going to scooch back right here. Yeah, because he was within. And then these guys are going to go...
I don't know, dude. Just
Yeah.
put them over there.
Oh, put them there. Yep. That's why I was like... My Warforger is going to put +1 armor save on the command core. Nope, it does not. Then he's going to cast... We'll just cast Life Storm. Goes off on a 7.
You got it.
Got it. And then she's going to do her second prayer. Give these guys +1 to hit. Does not go off. She'll bank the points. And we're going to give +1 rend to the steam tank and +1 rend to this unit of command core.
Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
We're going to spend 1 going down to 2, and we're going to do translocation with Iridan. Yeah, he's going to sword the other side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got. Movement?
Movement.
Let's do it.
Movement phase is complete. Bit awkward, but we're just scooching up here. These Fusiliers going to shoot over there. And then the command core are going to try to finish off your guys.
I did a 1-inch redeploy.
Mighty.
To try and get them to safety.
Yeah. So going in, we're going to start shooting off with the big old tank.
Yep.
Starting with the commander, 2s and 3s. Nothing. The big gun, 3s and 2s. Wounds. Rend 3.
Fail it.
D3 plus 2 for 4. Nice.
Take 1.
Take 1. Steam gun, we did not bust our engine to, we did not want to do that, so we're just going to do 2d6 for 10. 2s and 4s. And we got 6 at Rend 1. Take 2.
2. 1 goes down.
All right, Fusiliers, another volley. 4s and 4s into the Reclusians. 4s. 11. Rend 1.
And wards. 3 more damage. 4 more damage, excuse me.
Charges. Let's rock and roll. Let's do the far command core first. That's a 4. They're in. Close command core. That's a 6. The Cavaliers. That's an 8. And the Marshal. Nope. He cannot. Steam Tank cannot charge because he was teleported.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. Pope's going first. 4s and 4s into the last prosecutor. She's trying to stay alive. She hits with 1. She wounds.
Saved it.
Saved it.
Reclusians. Steam tank.
All right.
Chop through that armor. 5. Rend 1. Take you 3 ups.
5 3-ups. 2 go through.
2 damage each.
I totally forgot to do my commands on the charge, so I'll just do that really quick.
Sure.
We're getting +1 attack here. He can't give us +2 because he has to charge. We're going to give +1 command, +1, +1. So, yeah, a lot of +1s. 7 Cavaliers, 3 attacks apiece. So 21 attacks, 22 attacks with the Sergeant. 3s and 4s. 4s. 5 at Rend 1.
Takes 2.
2 damage. 5s and 3s with the horses. And 3s. That is 5. No rend.
Take a damage.
Lord Terminos' turn.
They all hit. 3 wounds at Rend 2.
3 are in 2, so 5s. I'll go through.
3 damage each.
Ouch. Command Core. Start with the Whisper Blade. 2 attacks. 2s and 4s, crit mortals. Both hit. Both wounds, Rin 2.
Fail them both.
2d6. 2 damage.
Take a damage.
Then we got the Arch Knight. 3s. All right, 3s. Nothing. The Griffin, the little
Gargoylian.
Gargoylian 4s. Nothing. The other folks with their little weapons. And 1, no rend. Good. The other command core. Now going in, the Whisper Blade this time. 2s, 4s, 1, rend 3.
Fail it.
D6 for 4.
Take 2.
One more
goes
down. And the Arch Knight, 3s. 3s. That is 3 at, I believe, rend 2.
Save one. Save 1.
2d3 for 2 more.
Okay. Take 2.
And then the Gargoylian, 4s, 3s, 1, rend 1.
Fail it.
D3 for 2.
Fail.
Lastly, 1, 2, 2 folks, 3s and 4s. 3 at, I believe, 1 rend.
Fail 2. Dead.
All right, so that was my turn. We did what we had to do. We lifted the Reclusians. Prosecutor's still alive, Terminal's still alive, but you don't have much else alive.
No, the red work has been done. Stormcast could not, well, the very, very elite Stormcast list that I brought today could not hang against the might of the Cities of Sigmar. New Cavalier are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Really
the combo
good.
with the Marshal.
Not better than Pontifex. Pontifex is amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really
insane.
cool. I am going to, even though it's tied, I don't have an army, so I am going to graciously concede. Good game. And we are going to clean up and bring you the wrap-up and a final score. Here for the wrap-up, final score, a blistering 78, nearly a perfect game for the Cities of Sigmar, and only 23 for the Stormcast Eternal. We were a little worried about it, and turns out we did not have the wound densities to survive the new Cities of Sigmar. It's almost all new War Scrolls on that side of the table right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really cool. I was taking out a fun list, trying something different. I was trying to do a nice, like, heavy alpha strike. Couldn't push through enough damage, and then couldn't survive the clapback.
Yeah.
So, like, thinking back, I was really worried about you reaching out and like, touching. What I really probably should have done was go for giving you turn and just hope for the double so that I could push. I don't think it really would have helped in this situation, but it maybe would have been a little bit better. Yeah, and then I had some stuff just not work for me.
Yeah.
Like, there were some stuff that I'm trying, and they just kept kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this concept of this very fast, very elite army, but it was missing some stuff.
Yeah, it would be good for teams, I think. Like a team's army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you certain matchups, it should smash.
Yeah. Like Sylvaneth probably hit pretty hard.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because it could theoretically come in and just scalpel one thing out at a time.
Yeah.
An army like this, I just couldn't hang.
He was trying to move a freight train with a scalpel. That's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah, this is a very scalpel army, and I just couldn't push through enough damage fast enough.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Cities of Sigmar, though, and how cool this new kind of playstyle is for them.
Yeah, I think the new humans are pretty brutal. They don't have like super high damage output, but like there's just the tricks and the density of wounds, the abilities. Like I put the Cavaliers up, and you have to charge into those guys usually.
Yep.
And then they fight first on a 4-up or a 3-up with the Cav Marshal, and do 4 attacks each at 2 damage apiece. They can really work anybody that's trying to Alpha Strike them. And
red work.
if you didn't Alpha Strike me, I could just push up in the board and just sit there and do the same thing. The Pontifex is great. We didn't even do her mortal wounds that she could do to wizards. The steam tanks are now viable too. Like taking 1 or 2 steam tanks is pretty nice. The way that they synergize with the Pontifex, the way that they synergize with the +1 Rend subfaction, and they're just another like 2-up save, 12 wounds, just dense thing you got to brick through, which is really awesome. Command Corps as well. Like we saw them at the very end there, but they're 140 points to do what they did. Yeah, and even just throwing in some shooting was really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice to just you're pinging in damage over all of these Cavaliers.
Yeah, and you try to pin it, it just moves back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing that really got me too, is I was like, it's okay, I've pinned all of his shooting, I've pinned his army, and then I'm going to have some hitters come in and we're going to hit it, and then the whole army just stepped out of combat. And I'm like, oh, is this what it's like playing Sylvanet? This is not fun.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, it was super. They were hard to pin. They were hard to hit. Like, it was really cool. It's nice to see cities do really well.
Yeah. Cities always has had juice. It's just you don't see them that often because the things you need, like this is all the new stuff that everybody's buying now, and now this is good, so you're going to see more of this. And Cities also plays like this giant clockwork mechanism that like fits into place, and when everything's running and as they should and supporting each other, it can like grind things down. But if you don't play them right, if they're out of sync, out of place, then they start to fall apart.
Sure.
Yeah.
I really like this list. I want to see it come back on the channel and put something into it that's stronger, that can hang into it. Like, I think Sylvaneth would be an interesting, because I think they have the damage output to kind of crack through it. There are some other stuff out there, like Slaves to Darkness, different Stormcast lists.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit more classic Stormcast lists could probably do it as well. Fun.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Just wrong. It's cool. I like trying new stuff. It's really easy to get stuck into the same pattern of like, well, this is what the meta is, and this is what's really good. And it's like, yeah, well, I want to try this thing today. And sometimes you do it, and it works really well, and sometimes you do it, and it just kind of gets stuck and gets crushed.
Fight like eagles, die like pigeons.
Yeah, very pigeony today. Dude, thank you so much for joining us. We had a great time. We hope you did too. And we're going to catch you guys later. See you all next week for another battle report.
Bye now.